Before we dive into today's episode, we want to remind you of two essential resources: the 988 National Hotline for Mental Health Support and the MYTT 365 app available at Mil2Vet.com. Both are valuable tools to assist you in your transition journey. Now let's get to the show.
Go ahead. Thank you. You should join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, we come to you in prayer and give you thanks for our family. We are grateful for the fellowship for our brothers and sisters on our fellowship all of you. We are thankful for their service, for protecting our freedoms and the vessel here. Bless this food we are about to receive through your bountiful grace, and bless this area and everyone around us. For the hardships they have faced and for the struggle they will face in the future. Give them strength in your word and let them know that they are all loved. Bless the hands that prepare the food that we are about to consume. And let us know that, and let them know we appreciate everything they've done for us. Lord, thank you for the sun on our backs, the breath in our lungs, and the strength to do your will. And most of all, we thank you for giving your own Son, so that our sins may be forgiven. We pray this in your holy name. Amen. Amen.
So, marrying this online audience and the people live, we're working on that. They're going to do the live. Going forward, it will be online. This is the coolest facility, you guys. So anything in this warehouse, brand new mattresses, couches, kitchenware, anything you need for your home is free, absolutely free to veterans, reserve, active duty reservists, absolutely everything. Washer and dryers, appliances, Patriots and Paws, look them up. They also are in the future going to be offering services to board animals for veterans. So that way you can go on vacation, or maybe you need a retreat and you have an animal, you have a safe place to bring your animals. And that's what they're working on now. They also are opening a place in Las Vegas. So once a week, this van gets filled up and goes to Camp Pendleton. They'll bring food, items, also just Penny's incredible. And they have groups down here for veterans only on Sundays. This is a monthly meetup. A meal is provided. There's always an event here. It's really a special place.
All right, everyone. First and foremost, can you all hear me clearly? Okay, I apologize for the.
I'm glad you, Yogi.
Mobile microphone. Usually we are indoors, but today it's a special occasion. So I'm just gonna project my voice, and that's how Christine wants it anyways.
Project it.
So real quick, I want to give you guys a quick rundown of what the Veterans Virtual Series is and what we do. We are a team of people, of like-minded individuals who come together and we bring speakers and various topics to help with all aspects of challenges and different roads faced by the veterans. We work with organizations, from one-note speakers to individual podcasters. Like we have Mr. Yogi on here today. He's going to give an introduction here later on. But that's just some of the things that we do. Our main goal is to have the veteran's voice heard. We bring about change in the medical process, and we help improve the disability claims process. Okay. We also help educate the veterans and other civilians that are trying to get on board to help us, like Patriots and Paws. Big round of applause again for them for hosting us. So this has been something that's been going on for a couple of years now, and we're here to offer a place of support and to help the veterans welfare. Okay, so if you're looking for resources, connection, there's a safe place to share your story. This is where it's at. Now with that, I'm going to introduce the team. Myself, my name is Daniel. I've been working with Christine for about 1.5 years now. I'm an employee of the Veterans Affairs, but I do this alongside, separate of that. So that's my background. If there's any veterans here that know me, I usually am at the Buena Park Legion. So yeah, Veterans Affairs questions as far as health questions go, I'm your guy. Where's Melissa? Raise your hand. Behind me? Okay, Melissa, she's another member of our team. She's been with us for about a year now.
Yes.
She's an Air Force veteran.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yay!
And we have Christine. She's the brain. She's the glue that keeps all the brain. We have
Megan?
oh, Megan's eating over there. You want to introduction, Megan? Megan, you want to? This is Megan. I don't know if you guys know her and Angel.
Angel.
Yeah. So they've been integral in growing this forum.
So I'm here on behalf of the Orange County Veterans and Families Collaborative. I share the employment partnership working group. I do want to give a special shout out to Stephen, St. Edwards, Life Science. Certification. He actually sponsored meal together.
Yay!
Angel, do you want to stand up real quick and let us know what you did?
Sure, yeah. And I also wanted to give a big shout out to David with Mil2Vet Cafe. David has been taking care of all our food for all our Veterans Speaking Series events, and we served this food that we are having now. David is right off 4th Street in Santa Ana. Please go and visit his cafe. Tremendous food. If you want to connect with David, he'll also be here, present right there. I'm Angel Rodriguez. I'm with GCU Grand Canyon. I support our military for higher education. So if anyone is looking to get connected, get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, you got it.
Thank you. I wanted to give 2 more introductions, if that's okay, Christine. They can't be here with us tonight, but a special recognition to Brian and Rosillo. They're actually like original members of this series, and I know Christine wishes they could be here. They're going through their own personal stuff right now, but I'm wishing them happy Thanksgiving. And to Mr. Daewoo. So today marks the 1-year anniversary of him passing on. Him and Christine actually started this thing. How long ago was that?
2 years.
2 years ago. So he's one of the original members of the series. Where's Captain Brown? When I first met him, kind of drove me to get to this. As Christine and Melissa know, I don't like being in the spotlight. I like to serve in the background. I really don't discuss it where I am speaking for y'all. But he encouraged me with his words and his actions because he's going through his own health issues. And if there's anything I can, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, if there's anything that I can celebrate, that I can be thankful for, it's that I have my health and that I can carry on his legacy. So just a moment of appreciation for Daewoo and his family for contributing to this. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Daewoo.
Yeah.
So that's for the entire team. At this point, I'm going to introduce us our resources.
First resource.
We have a lot of them. Our first resource is going to be Travis and Bob, right?
Ross.
Travis, Bob, and Dr. Ross.
Boss.
Oh, Dr. Boss.
With Next Level Fitness.
And Next Level Fitness. So do you all want to come up? Or do you want to just
Stay where you are if you'd like to. Give us
stand
your
up and project
services.
and just let us know who you are and what you do, where you come from. Give us a quick background story. And y'all can keep on eating in 12 seconds. Feel free, we have a lot of food. We're introducing resources to the veteran community. If you know someone who's in need, keep your ears open. We got people who are willing to help.
My name's Travis Mayfield with the 101st Airborne in Vietnam, 77-78. Quite a bit has happened, what I've seen over the years in the VA, and I'm really happy to say that my sergeant here, Dr. Bob, has donated his time, his work, his ethic, being able to help veterans for free.
For free, you guys.
12,000 square feet. Trainers to physical therapy, mental therapy, chiropractic, massage. And what's happening here is that those people, what we're trying to do is get people ready for the outside. And I'm seeing so many different things that are taking place. One thing I'm really concerned about though is that we're losing a lot of veterans every day. I mean, you're talking 20 to 25 a day, which averages out to about 40 seconds veteran attack. One every 33 minutes, thank you. That's gonna change, guys. I need your help, man, because we're donating the gym, we're doing what we can to help. Somebody grabbed me by the hair and said, hey, you need help. And I was going downhill, big time. Been divorced, drunk, drugs, you name it. It's been there. And this guy saved me, and it's because veterans working with veterans. You get with the doctors in the military, what I found, all they do is drug you. To give you drugs, man, to take care of the problem. That's not where it's at. You gotta reach that first. And I hope you will have a chance. Meeting Dr. Boss right here. Ask him questions. Anything on the medical side, we're doing everything we can to help people. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate what you do.
We have Siobhan and then Penny. Siobhan? Yeah, this is her.
Okay, next up we have Siobhan, representing veteran law enforcement. Go ahead.
Fire
Oh,
and addiction recovery.
Fire and addiction recovery. Go ahead, take it away.
Mental health treatment facilities specific to only veterans and also first responders. We don't take any general population. The burn addiction treatment center, sometimes that's called substance misuse, especially law enforcement. That term, but by and large, we're a 12-step alcohol tolerance-based 12-step recovery program. We have 2 levels of care, detox and residential. Most of our clients will come and they actually live with us, typically for 30 days, a couple months, it could be longer, depending. We're a very small facility, so we have 6 beds and we're located in California State. So if you know any veteran or first responder that's a man that is struggling with substance misuse, prescription, medication abuse, or alcoholism, and of course mental health, we're a dual diagnosis facility, so we treat co-occurring disorders like trauma, PTSD, anxiety, and depression alongside with our recovery and our addiction. I love what you said about trying to get people off the drugs. That's also our motto. We do use medications when needed during the detox process for safety and to prevent seizures from severe alcoholism withdrawal. But pretty much other than that, we try as much as possible and as much as our clients are willing to get off of all medications. So we take addiction and mental health at the root cause, which is making that connection, introducing them to space when they will be open to that, getting them to exercise, getting them to sleep really well, trying to limit their caffeine intake, but really focusing on the human connection and also dealing with trauma at the root level. So we have a variety of different peer support and then clinically trained therapists that come on site. Everybody in our facility gets one-on-one therapy at least twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and then they're in group therapy every day and an AA meeting every day. So we're attacking things from all levels, as on using EMDR to get their trauma load to come down and actually deal with those critical incidents or childhood trauma, relationship trauma, whatever it may be that's impacting them, reducing their trauma load, introducing them to quality life, and just being there with them, getting them out of isolation, introducing them to the community, and holistically, helping them get better at every level, diet, exercise, eat, grow well. So, I'm Siobhan, the name of the company is Throttle Drive. We're up in Los Angeles, near Torrance, in Salisbury State, and we'd love to be able to reach more veterans, more first responders, and as it was mentioned, the suicide rate is just absolutely heartbreaking. We've had several clients come in severely suicidal, and we've been able to help every single one of them, and they are doing amazing, and we've been able to restore their hope and their passion for life. So I'm honored to get to do this work, and I'd love to talk to any of you if you have any questions, and I can give you a fun, colorful brochure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Wow, if you guys feel better that you guys go to her, please. It's awesome. We also have up next Miss Penny. She's the guest of honor. Her place. Come on up.
Thank you everybody for being out here. I have to go present something very quickly to this from. So thank you for coming out tonight. This is Patriots and Paws, and what we do is we provide home furnishing to any veteran, any active duty, any reservist, regardless of discharge status. This is our warehouse. Since we have started 13 years ago last week, we are celebrating our birthday this month. We have helped over 12,600 families and have given away a value of almost $11 million of value. So all of that in there, thank you. All of that in there has a value. So the community gives to us. We do pickups 5 days a week in Orange County. You may have seen our truck floating around the county doing pickups. So we go out, we pick up items that we ask you if you like your friends and family, we want that stuff. If you don't like your friends and family and you're going to give it to them, we don't want that stuff. We want stuff because our veterans and active military deserve the best. This may not be the best, but it's closer than a milk crate and a jacket as a pillow. So we do all of this. A couple of things that we do here is the second Sunday of the month, we do what we call a veterans meetup or support Sunday. If you have worn a uniform, you are welcome. If you have not worn a uniform, you are not welcome. This is only for those that have worn uniform between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. That's a time to come down and just hang out. There is no agenda. There is no sign up. There's whatever you talk about, you talk about. If you need an alibi, I can provide that. Otherwise, there's no and a light meal is provided. Super Bowl Sunday, if it falls on that Sunday, we are here with a game on. So it's strictly just to come in, hang out, be doing whatever you, some of you may have sort of seen our helicopter, sort of. So our Vietnam veteran, if you need a helicopter out at your location, the our friends over at the
Vietnam.
the VBA chapter 1024 Orange, that is their helicopter and we store it, but it's trailerable to come out to events. The pause part of what we do is, most of you don't know, if you have veteran on your California license, driver's license, you can go to any county shelter in the state of California and adopt an animal at no cost. You still have to pay for the licensing fee and still pay for the microchip, but you do not have to pay for the adoption fee. It is not well publicized because the county saves money every time you do that. So if you know people looking for animals to adopt, please send them to a county shelter and save an animal there. They would rather kill them than give them away. That's my personal opinion. Have that. So as of 2020 January, SB 245 is the Pets for Vets law. That is the Senate bill that passed that allows that to happen. One of the other things that we do is behind here, you'll see some of these white picket pallets. That is what we call our burden regret wall. So behind these people thinking that wall is movable. It's a pallet that has been painted. It is not perfect because none of us are perfect. It's broken like all of us. So what we ask people to come in is if you are carrying something with you, we are going to give you a marker. We're going to tell you to write it on the wall and leave it behind. It can be anything, we ask that you do not make it self-identifiable so that nobody will know that it's you. Once you write what you have put on there, we want you to speak it out loud to yourself and leave it behind here. Our goal is to lower those numbers, that if one veteran leaves here after leaving something on this wall and they think about killing themselves differently, that wall is everywhere. We will never know. I will tell you 2 brief stories that were shared with me. One veteran put something on the wall while he was back east at one of the bases. He was working, his family came into town, his buddy said, go to dinner, I got you covered. That night, walking home, his buddy was killed by a drunk driver. For 20 years, that soldier was walking around that it was my fault he died. I didn't go to dinner, only at home. I looked at him and I said, what would have changed that night? Would he have gone home at a different time? Would he have taken a different path? What would have been something you could have done to prevent it? And he said, nothing. And I said, how is that your fault? So for 20 years, he was carrying that with him. He was able to leave it behind and give a different outlook on life because somebody allowed him to come out. The second story is a sailor was on a ship. He knew his buddy had gotten a Dear John letter. His buddy was about sitting where she is on the side of the ship. He didn't know how bad he was struggling. His buddy went like this, and dove over in shark-infested water. He had no idea his buddy was hurt that bad. He's carrying around the guilt that if only. Again, we talked about it briefly. He finally realized that it wasn't his fault. There was nothing he could have done. He was carrying survivor's guilt. By leaving that on the wall, he was able to walk out of here differently than when he walked in. They come in with an empty U-Haul, they leave here with a house. You need a couch, a blender, silverware, pots and pans. Whatever it is that you need, you pick it out, you own it. It's not like a lot of the bases where you can have it and when you leave the base, you give it back. This is yours. We serve those that are served. We do not help their adult children if they live with you and they're your caregiver. We will give you items so that they can live with you, but we are not going to help your kids and your grandkids and all that stuff unless they have served the country. Those of you who have served have paid the price. In my personal opinion, they need to go find a job or go serve their country so we can get them free. That's my opinion. Okay. One last thing is we are hoping to open up. We are currently working on opening a location in Las Vegas. I've been going out there for a week every month since March, meeting the community out there, meeting the veterans, meeting the demand. There are 278,000 veterans in Nevada. That does not include the active military. Out there so that we can serve. So now our mouthpieces. So California and in Nevada. If you know people, those of you wearing the American Legion hats, I need introduction to places out there. I need DAVs. I need all those people so we can start going out and building what we have here out there. If you know people that will donate to veteran places, we are very transparent. We, on our taxes, we have it self-audited by a separate party that audits our taxes, so there's complete transparency. What we give. You can read your My 990s. You are much better than I am. You are welcome to do this. I have people that do that. So when we are done, please walk through, please walk around. You can see what we have. You have people getting rid of stuff. We want their stuff if it's in good condition. Don't clean it, you don't bring it. It comes in, it goes right back out. Sometimes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, when we give stuff away, you may be bringing something in. And there's a veteran who needs it, and they're like, I like that. And we're like, great, meet your donor. Donor meets your veteran. And it goes from your truck to their truck. It doesn't even come inside. And honestly, we love that because we don't have to. But you can see the validity of who we are and what we do and the impact that we make drives away every day. What do we have? 25, 30 families on Saturday in here picking up stuff. We also just gave 250 meals, turkey dinner meals. We gave them the non-perishables and we gave them a gift card to be able to go buy the perishables. We've done that for about 9 years now. And the community provides all of that. we just begin dispersing. So civilians, you are the electricity. Veterans, you are the lamps. Without the conduit, that electricity cannot light you up, and that's who we are and what we do. Thank you so much.
Wow. How do you follow that up?
I know, damn.
Thank you, Penny. We appreciate you for what you do. Thank you for having us. Next up we have Yogi.
So we're gonna try and work this out.
Um,
Kind of had a little issue with the screen, but if you can see Yogi's right here in the bottom corner, and you're gonna have to talk loud, Yogi, and tell us your service, who you are, what you do.
is that thing loud? Is it on maximum?
No, it's not. So let's
Hello, everybody. I'm Yogi, and Chris Elder is here also with us. We're part of the Return to Roots. We have a podcast that talks about the transition, reintegration.
hold on 1 second. There's a siren. So this is Yogi and Chris Elder with Return to Roots. Yeah, the siren's gonna kind of.
Chris Frozen?
Yeah.
I like-
So try again.
For me?
Yeah.
So hi, I'm Yogi. And Chris, he's down there somewhere in your screen. He's smiling, wearing a black hat. We are part of the Return to Roots Mil2Vet team. We have a podcast that helps the transitioning service members find their footing throughout the transition, the reintegration process. And we're also helping service members plan their time during active duty to have a successful transition. We want to prevent the suicide, the homelessness, and the mental issues that plague our community, unfortunately. And that's what we're trying to do to help as much as we can, and by sharing resources and helping out as much as we can.
Okay. So in a nutshell, Yogi and Chris right there at the bottom screen. If you can't see their faces, come see us. We can give you the they have a podcast. It's called Return to Roots.
Mil2Vet.
Is Mil2Vet?
Both. Return to Roots,
Both.
Mil2Vet.
2 podcasts, apparently.
One
And what
podcast.
they do is they help veterans transition from active duty to civilian life. They offer resources. They have other
see
veterans
well left.
that are on the podcast. And again, it's basically just a smooth transition, whether they need housing assistance, something like this, furniture, employment assistance, stuff of that nature. Okay, so that's what they do. Yogi, how long you been doing your podcast for? How many?
They just started.
We are at we started in February 15, and then we're episode 50 currently or so.
Yeah, 50 comes out to tomorrow, 50 with Michelle Black. Who wrote the book Sacrifice. It's a great episode.
But they're already on episode 50, so that's more than one a week, right? So since February, so they're gonna be coming up on a 1-year anniversary. So it's Return to Roots and Mil2Vet.
So go to Mil2Vet, MIL2VET.com.
Put your contact
.org.com.
Website.
Put y'all's
and
info
you'll
in the
find
chat.
where to. Any veteran who wants to share their story and help with sharing your transitioning story to help others that are newly transitioning, please connect.
Like I said, if you hear a resource that hurts your ears, write it down on a piece of paper. I'm gonna have them drop their information in the chat so you can approach us at the throne and we can give you their information. They have probably email information. I follow their
Website.
Facebook page. Okay, so they're active on Facebook. They're blasting out at least once a week, and they have a contact their contact phone number as well. Okay, so this is something that interests you. Write it down, and we can give you that information as well. Okay. Thank you, Yogi. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate y'all. Do you have anything else to add?
We love y'all. Stay strong. Happy Thanksgiving.
Much love. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, we want to invite everybody that's in this crowd. Everybody has a voice, not just resources. We want to hear from the transition side as well. So if you have a resource, we definitely want you on. If you just have a story, we want to hear your experience. Transitioning service members are going to hear your experience, and that can really help others out. So it's not just resources that we have on our show, but we also have veterans sharing their transition stories as well.
That's interesting. So if there's any veterans out here who I guess aren't really scared of the mic, they'll host you on the podcast. Is what I've been told. So get up with them and they'll have you on the podcast and you guys can hang out, become best buds, and you'll tell your story. So your story spreads out for everyone else to hear, okay? That's how they roll, right? So then give it up again for Chris and Yogi.
Yeah. And you guys can project, right? You guys got to unmute first, though.
Next up, we have Miss Manuel and King.
Oh.
Take it away, y'all.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys. We need that. Can you guys hear that? Okay, great. Go ahead.
Awesome. So my name is King Jacquel Martin. This is my beautiful girlfriend, A. Noel. We're both directors, actors, and filmmakers, and we do motivational speaking. So I'm going to give you ladies first the floor.
Okay. Hey, everybody. What's up? I'm A. Noel, and I'm a 7 award-winning producer. I am currently producing a film out in Houston that is highlighting some environmental issues that's happening within small towns. And so been working on that for a while. What I love to do is I love to speak to young people, and I still love to speak to wives as well who are married to service members, especially about going after your dreams and not feeling as if you're just lost in the sauce. And especially if you have a dream to become a filmmaker, I try to give, as best I can, clear, concrete steps to how to stay safe, cybersecurity, and what to look out for when you are looking for an audition, or if you just want to try to make your first film. I do my best to give my resources and what I know to the community.
Okay, and I'm King Jacquel Martin. I'm a former soldier. I served in the Army for 10 years. I call it a horrible blessing because I was wrongfully assaulted by the police in my military uniform while being stationed at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. The reason why I call it a horrible blessing is because since then I've been able to write a book. I've been able to turn that situation into an award-winning short. I just won the best movie at the Chinese Theater here in Hollywood. I also was on television with The Rock, which is also amazing, on his hit show, HBO Ballers. From there, I just did another TV show with Professor Ogilvy. His name is Dorian. And I just did a brand new movie with Omar Gooding. Please be on the lookout for that. It's called Coca de la Clica. And so me as a veteran, I really believe that it's important to share that one moment doesn't define your life. And I know when we are transitioning out of the military and we're wondering what we're going to do next and how are we going to get over the hump, that's something that I specialize in, is finding self-love, healing, and helping us transition. So I'm just looking for different stages to help my fellow veterans to get on the other side so they can walk in their purpose, because you are amazing, you are loved, and you are great. And if we could serve our country, because we put our life on the line for something that we love, then we should be able to serve ourselves just as well to make sure that our dreams are a reality too.
Awesome. Thank you, King. So in a nutshell, that's Manuel and King. Manuel and King are actors, directors, and producers. So that's like a jack of all trades power couple sort of deal. They're awesome. Manuel is a motivational speaker. He likes to speak to the wives and the girlfriends of military members and veterans to help keep them grounded, in essence, right? Keep them grounded as they transition to civilian life, and also if their boyfriend or husband is active duty, just to stay grounded and to stay in the fight. King, his background story a little bit is he was unfortunately assaulted by a police officer while he was stationed in South Carolina.
In uniform.
And this is while he was in uniform, but he turned that into tragedy to triumph story, and he uses that as a platform to speak to other people. And if you know anyone or you yourself find yourself needing some motivation or need a platform to speak on your story, then go to King, go to Manuel, they'll help you out with that. Sir, ma'am, if you want to leave your contact on the chat, we appreciate it, because I'm sure that after this, people will be reaching out to you.
Yeah, and also one last thing, a lot of veterans have a lot of different stories and they've never written a book. So if you're interested in possibly putting your book out, I have a unique way of writing a book without having to write a book. So if you're interested in telling your story and putting a book out for yourself, I can help you create your book and we can get your story out to the world through book format just as well.
Okay, King also said that if you guys are interested in writing your story in book format without actually writing the book, I'm guessing it was an audiobook, King?
Well, basically, you're going to speak your book. We're going to record it. We're going to get a dictator to translate it and give it to an editor. And bada boom, bada bing, you have a book.
Awesome. So he's got resources. If you want to turn your story into a book, go to him, and he's got a unique way of making that happen. Okay. So that's actually very very informative. I appreciate y'all speaking out like that. Do you guys have social media that we could someone could follow you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
We got it all. We got it all. I got it all. You guys tell me what I can share, and we got it all.
Yes.
Yes.
Feel free to share, Christine. Thank you.
Okay. So we're gonna again, it's something that interests you.
Come up here. We'll
Miss
give you the
Christine has
information.
your social media information. Yeah, I know we're transforming into a digital age. I know we have some older veterans here, but young and old, bring them together. That's what we do, right? And so a lot of people like business cards, but we also have social media in case you're mobile or you want to connect on the computer online. Okay. So thank you both once again.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Matthew Narus. Matthew Narus.
Matthew
With Narus
with Narus.
Foundation Clinic.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Yeah,
You want to come up right here?
Yeah.
I know we're gonna go on.
If you guys.
Yeah,
sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess firstly, thank you guys for being here tonight. It's all the side effects of where people you don't even know until I'm the manager for the Roots Foundation. We are a nonprofit clinic for this country. Now we are an outpatient mental clinic, so we do not have any psychiatrists on staff, psychologists, we provide affordable and more services, physical therapy, couple therapy, family therapy, EMDR, psychotherapy, MCR, multiple reality therapy, but ultimately we want to do our best to make our solutions possible and we reduce the stigma behind accessing. So there are the communities that really can help people like, hey, mental health is all those areas, TV, stuff like that. But specifically for our veterans, we want to be able to, reduce those wait times that to the VA, unfortunately, I don't know what operation, but sometimes, if they're waiting for like 6 months for an appointment, God forbid, happens their time. And so at our clinic, we're able to place you with a therapist within 24 to 48 hours. So, we understand that our family matter and we want to do so if you take health insurance claims, well, we do have a cash route, but we do offer citing student services based on really part of your flexibility mental clinic can be really flexible. We won't get offended in all nights. Okay, we want to be able to make sure that you guys are heard, you guys are given the space. So I have some brokers or combined with some of my information. We do have business cards as well, so if you want to tap a little bit, so yeah, thank you.
I'm sure he said this too, but with Narus Clinic Foundation, they offer so many resources like seminars, classes, free groups. They'll come speak for you. They do all kinds of things in the community, so definitely connect with them.
Did you want to drop off, distribute some resources right here?
Right here for the table?
Yeah. So at the end of this, everyone can just come up and grab whatever they want. It's all in one spot.
Thank you.
Matt. Appreciate it.
We have a lot of great people here today. Usually we open up earlier, but
yeah,
we just
it's
got
okay.
a lot of people
It's
here.
Thanksgiving, right? Next up we have Bob from Vinos Unidos.
Just an intro.
Just a quick intro, sir. Where you at? Right here.
Oh,
go ahead. Come on up, sir. You got a spotlight.
Right. Well, thank you for inviting me, Christine. I appreciate that. Thank you to all veterans for your service. I actually live, my son-in-law was a Marine served in Iraq. Heart for it. We're a small winery in Napa Valley, and our original mission and vision, we wrote in giving back to the community. So it's 2023 alone, we've done 18 different charities, Ronald McDonald House, the County, research, research, one parent or pattern units and children. So if you have an event that involves some sort of fundraising, you're looking for somebody a pretty good wine and wants to donate or do some in kind, we budgeted. We have a budget. We're a small winery, but we have a budget to help foundations and nonprofits, and certainly like to do more with veterans organizations. Maybe somebody in my family. So that sounds like like we can help. Let me know. Guys in my cars, just reach out to me. Vinos, VINOS, Unidos, UNITOS, diet wine. Son, adult son down here in Orange County, my good friend Jerry, my partner winemaker, and his brother in Napa Valley. And so it's a family owned. And so we can come. I do a lot of networking. I do a lot of meeting and like every place I go, they're serving wine. So somebody's always asking me, come do the wine at my. I appreciate.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you, Bob. Wine does bring us together, am I right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, connect with him. Next up, we have Paul from Century Institute, Inc. for CCW firearms training. Paul, you want to stand up real quick? You don't have
Wherever
to.
you'd
You
like.
can stand up right there and project if you want. It's fine. Just real quick.
Be honest, I didn't even
I feel that.
Anyways, yeah, so we've been in business since 2019. We do all sorts of firearms training, we do CCW, LA, County, San Diego, and we do all levels of security training. Anything and everything, be safe life training. So we've been doing that really well. We also work a little bit in Hollywood. So we've done 2 features with them so far, short and another feature spreading in. We also work with some production agencies to help bring that. So we try to kind of help that out with this question. We also show we do guys counties, LA, County, and we do help veterans and non-veterans. Try to help veterans. We train them up to get them about 12 to 13 to include the CCW. We work with a variety of resources and we will all the training no thought that all this I can't provide it in the back and 6 months to us. Okay. We also help jobs after. So far we helped about 13 veterans. The average salary right now is about $20 the average. A lot of people think like yeah. I don't think you guys think it's fine, but a lot of the more prominent places have a little more hard cards, and right now I think the lowest one is the lowest one that I know is paying we also trade for executive protections. We get a lot of that have executive protection. Those you can start with 30 to 5 years. We have a lot of that experience. We actually had one person, Cal's employee, we just held last week, starting. He has a graduate. So, yeah, the training's free and so on. Yeah, that's I'm prepared to be. Sorry.
Good.
Love it.
what Christina does, she puts you on the spot.
Hey, if you're a resource here, just know you're gonna stand up and introduce yourself. So
Hey, you did great, Paul.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Next up we have Tony from Santa Ana College. Are you here? Maybe you're not prepared to speak either, but you're gonna speak anything.
just an intro, man.
50
Tell us.
seconds. Tell us who you are and what you do. You can stay there.
Yeah, look at that. Woo! Yes,
That's
brilliant.
Wonderful. So I represent Santa Ana College.
Is that the one that was the
Education, all of our classes are free. And we also have a veterans center on campus. And so we have some great things that we have to offer. So feel free to ask me questions afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. Next up we have Commander Rob. He's from our Buena Park American Legion post. Actually, Melissa's a member of that.
Service off.
Hey, boss.
Go ahead, Commander.
Go ahead, boss.
Stand up and speak your name.
Tell us what one apart.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Did he mention the bands? Did he mention the good bands that he has?
He's
All
got
the
live
time?
music every weekend.
Every week?
So,
Yeah.
pretty much every weekend. So I
Yeah.
mean, I love this.
Yeah, stop
Pretty
in.
homey, very welcoming. We have 3 more resources left. Hang tight. Once again, if you want seconds, food's here.
Lots
So
of
come
food.
and grab some. Brian from Synergy.
And his partner,
What's your partner?
Mike.
Mike.
Come on up, Mike. Who you are and what do you do?
So you guys, we're with, we both are franchise owners, of Synergy Home Care. My franchise, my territory is up in First County, like I said, Heights Beach, Valley area. And we basically provide caregivers for folks at home. So like activities of being, we help folks with companion care, home baking, and personal care. But we're also credentialed with the VA, and there's a couple benefits that veterans have with us. There's an HHA benefit and an aid and attendance benefit where we can get our caregivers to our veterans. Quick backstory on me. I'm a retired firefighter. I retired early with an injury, and I just wanted to continue to help people. So I became a firefighter, and I just saw the need for this business on the job, just going to folks' homes and seeing a widower that just lost her husband, and they're calling us for an emergency, but it's really not. They just need some help at home. They're nervous, scared, and that's kind of what we do. We're like kind of like stepping stone for the day for somebody. They're not quite ready to be. They're still active, but they see a little help. So it's kind of what we do. And just kind of when I was a fireman, and just we go on the veterans. That's what like when I go on a vet, it was just an honor, really, to be on helping out my grandparents, my grandfather vets too. So just really have a passion for it, want to get into helping our veterans.
Well, thank you. I cover Huntington Beach, Costa Mesa, South Valley. Of course, I want to say thank you for your service. The most service I ever did was one semester at ROTC.
Hey.
You tried.
Thank you for your service. I think the most important thing that I found doing this, we send it as a caregiver to people's homes, especially vets or people who lost a loved one, is the thing is they usually don't get out. So our caregiver is usually the only person that they communicate with on a regular basis. They become friends. And so it's really helpful to have a person at work office for their mental health, really be able to talk, express, and share. And I think that's something that we help with the physical, but the mental part of this, I started 3 years ago. I didn't realize that was a major part of what we do. We listen to them, share with their life experiences. Most of our caregivers, we're caring about people. They really want to hear their story. They really want to find out what was your life like. That's something special that I think you can't duplicate by film. You can't do it, all the time. So it's an honor to serve private clients, especially our veterans. We appreciate that. Questions.
Thank you. Interview, guys. Appreciate that. Two more things I would need. We have two ladies here that traveled from North Ridge. If y'all want to come up real quick, Dr. Clement and then Lelaine. Just real quick, 60 seconds or less. Someone's got to project.
Come on, Lelaine.
Oh, come on. I know you have a lot. Someone. We both come up, that's fine. You look better than I do, right? So, dude,
2.5 hours.
yeah, they drove a long way to be here, so they've been with us for a while. So go ahead. What do you do?
What do? I just walk up here too. So. There you go. We have you. I served 22 years. What's a condition? A little bit better. One day, there is two things I do not want. Don't put me in a home, and don't let me walk down. That's all. I was not going to do that. So I decided that one night, after our discussion, I got the presentation. And applied the strategy to it. The next morning, I said, Papa, and the day I come in. So they done me $100,000.
That's good, Dr. Clement. Just like that.
Right there, right there.
So I went to the my father was it. I took the projection. Next morning, I said, Papa, I'm ready. And when the time comes, I can eat each other. Well, I decided to Papa and I were going to go. I invented what I call the body protective form. It's a device with handles and the wrapper mount that I'm able to turn off the food from a stitch on with the. And it was a very difficult journey for me because I was born with rich spots. And difficult communications. So the dance. They don't what's doing. And when it's like one of the platform, otherwise, overstay. I am the body. You took me back to get to and I told my body. Now they are no longer around. But I can do. Now, what you say? And be manufactured by a company that is level. The device is a very good device that will put around the patient like so that you can put the patient to minimize pressure. So like to say when it's not coming to be honest, I took care of the bench and now I have to get it. And they were like being out and impressed. What interested is funding with company
I was like, no, I don't.
They're all excited. Hi, everyone. My name is I'm part of the Bodyguard Corporation. Margarita was the founder and inventor of this whole story. And we're so privileged to be part of this amazing veteran group because part of our vision is just give back to veterans. Like you said, we respect them and we believe that they deserve what they should get. This whole life is what the minimum we can get back from them. So it's an honor and privilege to know all of you. When we put this on, we want to grow and for it because of that. So they deserve what they deserve. So thank you for being here.
Awesome. Thank you. I saw some pamphlets in Lorraine's purse. You guys have yeah, busted. Go ahead and leave some. Yeah. Oh, it's not open stuff.
That's somebody else.
Oh, do you have the biggest part?
We'll go to their website. They have a website for Bodyguard.
Next up we have Marco, massage therapist.
Yes, hi. Thank you. My name is Marco. I'm a therapeutic massage specialist. So thanks for inviting me. I really appreciate it. I actually worked with the Disabled American Veterans down in 12 out of San Bernardino. For the last 2 years, I provide 100% free massage for veterans who are disabled. Now, if you all know, like me, I got out of the military disabled after 17 years in the Marines. I had no way to help with my physical injuries that I had. So what I ended up doing was I learned how to become a therapist on myself first. That way, when I able to become healed and walk and talk and do all the things that I've seen before you, I now know my own true story. I can go and help my veterans do the same thing. So if you are interested, you want to learn more, my company name is called Aura Om Therapeutic Massage. Aura Om is specifically designed to rejuvenate and restore and rebalance your body, your mind, and your health. Some of us talked about the VA a little bit, about how the VA doesn't necessarily help us in 6 months to a year to get an appointment. You can call me within 24 hours, 48 hours. I will come to you. I'm mobile. I bring my setup, my lotion, my label, my chair, my music, and my hands and my mind. And I listen to you as a therapist. But not only that, I also help heal you. And I don't say it's me. I say I'm the conduit. So through me, holistically, I help heal you. And the benefit of that is that we both get healed. So the more I put my hands on people and work with people that are injured or feeling a certain way, or just like, you know, I wish that my neck would stop hurting, my back would stop hurting, my legs. I just had a young man before I came here. I was a little late. I felt he was actually walking with a crutch today, and he called me and said, "Hey, you've been bugging me and telling me to come see you." Today he finally broke down because he did something over the weekend. After an hour, he was able to walk without the crutch. And everybody, when he went out to, because I went to the office, I go to the office. When he walked out, everybody was like, "Oh my God, he can actually walk. He doesn't have a scowl on his face. He's actually smiling. He's not yelling at us. Wow, this is amazing." Everybody thought I was just, you know, SHIT, but no, this stuff works. Okay, so I don't care how skeptical you are. I am skeptical. I still am, because I still can't believe that what I can do through whatever helps the people that I help. Okay, so if you want to see me, I have cards. I got a sign-up sheet. I'd love to get you guys on my newsletter. We put out resources as well. I got about a team of 12 individuals that go with me, men and women. So we do a lot in the community, a lot for the veterans, first responders. So we are out there trying to do our best, do our part to be a part of your lives, to help you have better quality of life. So thank you. Again, my name is Marco. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we're gonna have to cut today short because I need some of that right now. The table, I think, in the back, right?
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, your table's in the back though.
Right there.
Great. We have one more resource from Megan, Mr. Quincy. Helmets to heart. Real quick, Quincy, I know you're not a spotlight kind of guy, but we have taught you. Thank you, Meg. Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours.
Good evening. My name is Quentin Montford. I think I know too many people here. For some, I don't know. We're partners with several organizations here. I'm with Helmets Hard Hats. Helmets Hard Hats is a 501c3 nonprofit. It was started about 20 years ago by the North American Building Trades Union. So essentially, for lack of better words, the North American Building Trades Union is the governing body for all union construction within North America and Canada. What we do is assist transit service members and veterans get into the union construction space. We cover 15 trades. Each trade has about anywhere from 3 to 6 different subspecialties. Some even more, like teachers, they have about 21 different specialties, UPS trucks and stuff like that. That's so there's a lot of things that you see on a daily basis that don't necessarily contribute to construction, but 9 times out of 10 we're there. We build infrastructure, we're in hospitals, anything you name, we're in it. We have guys that drive for some of the local food chains that you guys are all familiar with. We also have positions what we call non-craft personnel. So project managers, safety managers, architects, engineers, etc. We partner with some of the major universities to get some of those people in that are going to specialize in health. None of our trades being less than 6 figures. They all offer a well-rounded insurance package where you guys have served, health, dental, vision, everything, right? Little to no pay in terms of that. Our apprenticeship's about 3 to 5 years long. Every trade certification check, I would say, it's 3, 6, or 9 months. It averages about $6 an hour to get on the check. So they don't have to have any experience going into our trades. They train them. No offense to the non-union people, but I tell them the service members, like the military, and camaraderie within our trades, because one of the things that we're doing throughout all the trades in the Southwest region, I other stuff, so Vegas, some other places, with their staff, veteran associations, within those veteran associations, we're bringing in some so that we can enrich that are part of our organization. That's all I have. I'll share my contact information. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Well, y'all are connected out there, right? He can get you into the union to get a construction job, and after your body's all bent out of shape, you get a massage. Chiropractic care from Bob Jim over there, right?
Work out, next level.
Come on, this is what we do. We network and we help each other out. So that's all our resources. I know that was a lot of information in a little bit of time, but
open floor.
If you heard something, saw something that interests you, again, come up to us. We can get you the contact information. Christine has more resources than I can think of right now. So we're here. We're available to the veteran community at large. So it's 6 o'clock. We're gonna open the floor to anyone who wants to go to speak. Basically, any thoughts, questions, concerns that you might have, and questions specifically for resources or anything VA related. Again, I myself, when I started working with Christine on this virtual forum, I came with the mindset that, and I hear it from the veterans here, but I hear it from the veterans out of state as well. The VA is not helping me out, And as a veteran myself, that breaks my heart because I've been a VA employee for about 10 years and running. I'm going to be a VA employee for another 10 years. My number one goal is again to help the veterans and help them live life to their fullest ability. That doesn't mean I'm going to come alongside and do everything for them, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that they can live life as independently as possible. So whenever someone tells me, hey, the VA can't help me out, I approach them with the mindset of, like what Martin said, you're skeptic, let me prove you wrong. Okay. So on this day for Thanksgiving, I'm thankful to be gainfully employed again by the federal government so that I can use my knowledge and my wisdom to help the veterans wherever I'm at. I started in Loma Linda. I was there for about 8 years, and now I'm in Long Beach, and I'll be there for God knows, however many years. Okay, so wherever I'm at, my job is to help veterans from World War II, which I have, all the way up to Iraqi freedom veterans, people who fought in Afghanistan. So, I don't know everything about the VA, I don't think to, but I do know people are doing it. So, that's what I'm thankful for, just to be able to be a part of this. Christine we met from a veteran who needed help.
Yeah.
And, it's been an ongoing movement since then. I just pray that, we can keep this going, veteran first. Yeah, that's my mentality. I don't do it for the money because the pay's not enough. It never really hours not enough. And sometimes the people that I speak to, the veterans themselves, they have that attitude of, like you're the man. So I'm like, no, that's not it. I serve too. I put on my uniform. I do myself. So with that being said, again, I'm just grateful to be here. I'm thankful for each and every one of you, the resources, the veterans. Thank you for your service. Again, this is Thanksgiving. So I think we're going to learn Mr. Army over there. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for being here and enjoying our food. Anyone else has anything they want to say? Well, I know you raised your hand. Please stand up. Project your voice so we can hear you.
Don't worry, I was in the military. I can raise my hand.
Wait, we're not doing the. Tell them not to.
Let me just show you. U.S. Navy. I'm the area 5 adjutant. Supposed to be number 2 in charge all of Southern California, American Legion. So if anybody needs,
pass it. Don't read it.
No.
Okay.
If anybody needs to spread the word about your organization, I'm the man to talk to because you're supposed to be at the Area 5, the next Area 5 meeting, and you're the ones that are next. So I have cards. Anybody want to see me after that? I can see me cards. And also, regarding what I passed out, is 2 things. One is a resolution letter that I wrote for the American Legion, and they made it all the way to the Department of California. Okay. The other one is a speech regarding the suicide rate, which I mixed with the statistics that I found and my own personal feelings. So the veteran suicide rate is one of the things I am really trying to help out. Really, and it is 44 veterans a day. That's 1 every 33 minutes. Okay, that's really a sad thing. And I take it personal when I hear this. And if I can save at least one person, one veteran, that's going in the right direction. Just in 2012 alone, we lost over 5,000 veterans to suicide. In combat, that year, only 177 killed. From 2001 to 2022, we lost over 120,000 veterans to suicide. 7,500 were killed in action. So please, let's help these veterans commit suicide. Anybody wants to see me, spread the word about your organization, come see me, and I'll give you a card, and we'll get you into the next area. Thank you.
Hi, thank you guys all for coming. I'm one of our executive officers. It's a bittersweet day. To hear later that any of that it's here. So everything's coming together for just the networking, the teamwork. Last year I was coming out of homelessness. This year I experienced that. She's been by my side. This team has been by my side. My commander, my second vice, new friends. Even though we don't feel that maybe we're succeeding, we are. And my failure, that's just like when I fail, it could be your success in a way. Just an exchange. It's a whole lot of just success is just defined in a couple of different terms. Doesn't mean degrees or whatever, paying your rent. It just means waking up. Stepping stones, as they say, some of us, I belong to the VMET, it's a Veterans Mental Evaluation Team through the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. They assist me when I go to appointments. Sometimes I'm that veteran that goes from 0 to 100, and it was okay for me to ask for help. Even though I'm walking around with the sheriff, I get a different treatment than I would going in as just a disabled veteran or just a veteran. So sometimes we need to ask for help, and that's okay. And friends and a network and organizations that help when we need help. That pride. It's hard to ask for help, especially in addiction. Let's see, suicide rates. I lost a friend a few months ago. They found her with bottles next to her. What could we have done? The guilt that we carry. But we just move on and try to help the next person. My story could help somebody else. Your story could help somebody else. At least just one person. This is what it's all about. And I think that's for me.
Do you have anybody else want to?
So explain what the floor is open means.
Hello, everyone.
Can you speak a little louder?
Just because so we can hear you better.
Yeah. Yay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lachlan. It's my honor to be here, and would like to say thank you for your service. My father-in-law also served in the Vietnam War as the helicopter pilot from 1922 to 1975, and he told me so many stories that he served with his soldier and his like his friend that always pilot the shot. And I would like to say thank you for your service. And I'm not sure everyone here knows about the veterans of the convention back, I think last weekend, in City Industry.
Yeah.
So I was there, and they brought a lot of resources to that event. The VA was there, a different organization, they joined together and bring a lot of resources. And I have honor to be here to provide a lot of information. And I met a gentleman, he's on the veterans from Vietnam War as well. And he's concerned that the FBA benefit is great, but there's a few gaps that they feel like there's need to be filled in with additional layer of protection. So I was able to help him get more benefit. And have you ever know about Imana? Imana is one of the plans that endorsed by USAA. And they support veterans, and they provide a lot of additional benefit on top of VA benefit. And that gentleman he loved the benefit. You may not know that the plan can give back $65 to your social security every month. That can send you another $900 per year. On addition of not $600 for your over counter, like food truck, food aids, vitamins. They also cover the gym membership. You can go to 24 Fitness, exercise, LA Fitness, no limit. And also they can give you another worldwide emergency coverage if you go outside the United States. So, and this zero monthly cost, no cost for the veterans to join. So I'm here, this is my honor. And any other question, I would love to answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, two things real quick. Our support Sunday and what Michelle was talking about is you may not think you have anything to add, but you have two things between your eyes. They're called your ears. Somebody may need you to hear their story to change their life. So when you have opportunities to go to things like our support Saturday and other veteran events, go to see if you can use your ears and let somebody else be able to tell their story, because just speaking that story could be all they need to walk away and continue to live. So don't go to places like, well, I have nothing really to offer, or I don't want to get up and speak. You don't have to. Just be there and let your ears be used, because I think that's very, very critical. The other thing is if you come across veterans that need wheelchairs, we have brand new Knights of Columbus yellow wheelchairs that are available for veterans. They are VA approved. I don't know why they have to be a specific, they're a wheelchair, but
I have them. So if you have veterans who need them, have them reach out to us and get a wheelchair from us. Okay?
Explain open floor. Can you explain open form, open floor?
Does anyone else have anything to say, or are we good?
Massages. And you guys, make sure you get an opportunity to come walk through this warehouse.
Come through this warehouse right here. That's pretty cool.
Let's eat.
Floor's still open, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys want to mingle or
Oh, right
say something, go ahead. Take your name, take your business. Real quick.
Hello, everyone. I'm on the receiving end of all this greatness here. My name is Patricia, and my son is a Navy veteran. And yeah, so this man, Anthony Garcia, every single day, relentlessly has been sending my home, my son, myself, information that he goes to events like this. And I know that veterans that are newly departed from the military, they're closed off, they're isolated, just like my son. And I have nothing but gratitude for Anthony. Has every single day giving us a resource for my son. So thank you.
But hey, that the American Legion wants you to say something to veterans. When they say thank you for your service, your response is supposed to be, you were worth it.